5-year-old girl is using her allowance for a purpose that's leaving people without words. When you were a kid, you probably weren't a fan of doing chores. The meager amount that your parents would give you for an allowance was probably the only reason most of us made our beds and put away our dolls and action figures. And in the blink of eye that money would be gone, leaving us to wait another week till payday. But in the case of Tynslee Blue, her weekly allowance was used in a way that many adults who, supposedly, have better budgeting and self-control, wouldn't dream of. Now people of all ages are starting to follow this little philanthropist's example. Meet Tynslee Blue, age 5, from Alabama. In most ways she's not all that different from other kids. She likes things like Minecraft and the color pink. But this little girl has proven that you can do remarkable things at any age. Her weekly allowance couldn't really buy her too much, maybe a decent-sized sugar rush at the candy store if she was lucky. So Tinslee's mom was surprised when she was asked if she could spend it in an unlikely place. Strangely enough, her destination of choice was the local 99-cent store. Most kids would be horrified to receive a last-minute gift off the rack of one of these places, but what she was after wouldn't be found in the toy aisle. The first thing that she wanted was gallon-sized Ziploc-style plastic bags. Sure, maybe she could have used them for a craft project or something for school, but the next items she purchased were even more of a head-scratcher. Tynslee also picked up several cheap paperback novels. These were obviously way beyond a 5-year-old's reading level, and we're willing to bet that historical romance fiction wasn't suddenly a popular genre with kids. So what was going on here? Tynslee filled bags with miscellaneous things like umbrellas and ponchos. Once she had filled them, she was ready to start her mission. She was ready to make up for an incident that had a profound impact on her life. See, one night Tynslee was out with her family for dinner at the restaurant her father worked at. It started out as a fairly typical evening, but things took an unexpected turn when the little girl noticed something outside that deeply disturbed her. What she saw was a homeless man sleeping on an old mattress outside. Where is his house? Where does he sleep? What does he do if he gets cold? She asked. Upon hearing the answer she knew she had to do something. Tynslee would use the meager allowance she got by doing household chores and cleaning her room each week to fund her trips to the 99-cent store to create blessing bags. She started to look into what items the homeless needed the most. She made sure that they were filled not only with hygiene essentials like deodorant, but things to eat and drink, too. She put in the paperback books to give the homeless a way to pass the time. Before she had a full-scale operation on her hands. You see, even at 5 years old, Tynslee could see how big of an issue homelessness was in her city of Florence, Alabama, and how people would look the other way. She made it her mission to help in more personal ways. A little thing like money didn't matter to Tynslee when she realized that there were so many people in her town that needed a helping hand. Her compassion continued to amaze her family and the community around her. Even when she doesn't have bags, she still wants to help people if she can, and her mother, below, continues to be amazed by her requests. If she sees a homeless person and has juice or water with her, she will ask, "Mama, can I give them my juices?" She acts like these people are no different to her. She will be like, "Hey, how are you doing, and God bless you," her mom said. But Tynslee knew if she wanted to make change, she needed more people to get involved. So how would a 5-year-old do that? Though it started off as a family affair, Tynslee soon started to recruit her friends to participate in drop-offs at Wilson Park, where the homeless in the community tend to congregate. She's continuing to look for new ways to help as many people as she can. The first time she did a drop-off, she handed out 5 bags. Then this last weekend we did 20, and this coming weekend we are aiming for 30. This little girl's hard work for the homeless has inspired her neighborhood to do their part, too. Though she would continue to use her allowance, the community started to donate goods to help Tynslee's cause. It would be easy for her to stop now. But when asked why she was choosing to spend her time and money like this, she had a touching answer. "They're the same as us," she said with a shrug, as though it were the most obvious thing in the world. Across the world, kids the same age as Tynslee are showing compassion for people who really need it, and the results are incredible.